So good evening. So now we are discussing about multiple integrals. Actually, multiple integrals. So in this multiple integrals, we are dividing that into two parts. One is double integrals, and the other is triple integral. So see here, this part of I think we have almost. This is. To the best of my knowledge, this is sixth lecture on calculus. So, for a span of 4 sessions, we have discussed about the derivative. I mean, we focused more on partial derivatives and its applications. So, we are dealing with functions of several variables which gives a real valued functions of two variables in particular we are dealing with when we are talking about partial derivatives. So in that context, we discussed about these things. What I mean by chain rules and implicit function and its derivative, Euler's theorem of homogeneous functions, Taylor series and Maclaurin series expansion of functions of two variables. See here, we are talking about two variables only, functions of real valued functions of two variables. So then extreme values of the functions of two variables, that's and Jacobian and its uses. They are the things we have discussed over a span of 4 sessions. Initially about calculus. What are these? In gate point of view, we have functions of two variables. In that one, we need to we focused on this is the chain rule. That is chain rule. So functions of two variables. That is the heading of this slide. And then we have implicit function and one derivative. That also we have discussed some problems. And then this is most commonly asked questions, that is Euler's theorem for homogeneous functions. You can find more problems on that one. And then Maclaurin series also they will ask two variables, Taylor's and Maclaurin series expansions of two variables. So that is the second topic. Third topic, extreme values of the functions of two variables. That is the third topic. Fourth topic is Jacobians. Here, when I am talking about Jacobians, see, we talk about functional dependency and independency. Here, somewhere, here, see. Some properties, when I am talking about the last two things, it is about functionally dependent and functionally independent. So, four concepts are involved, are associated with real valued functions of two variables. That is all about derivatives. Then we entered into directly we have gone to, this is all about applications of derivatives. Okay, now you have integral of a real valued function, that is the motivation. Methods of evaluating simple integrals, that is what we have seen. Based on that one, we have these here I mean, yes, this we have discussed yesterday. That is changing the order of integration. Changing the order of integration, that is one thing. Change of variable is another thing. Change of variable is this slide. So, changing the order of integration, that is called iterated integration, that is slide number 32. An example here. Then changing the variables, the idea of when you are talking about changing the variables, The idea of Jacobian will come into picture. Please remember that one. So that is the one. And then what are the possible changes of variables? Most commonly used changing variables, that is x is equal to r cos theta, y is equal to r sin theta. This is called Cartesian to polar frame transformations. This is Cartesian to polar frame, Cartesian frame to polar frame. Then there is an elliptic frame one, which is not much asked, and the other one is linear transformation. This is also not much asked about that. Then we go to applications of double integral. This is our plan, and applications of double integral also further continued, centroid and those things. Then method of changing variables, changing the order of integration for triple integrals, as well as the prominent transformations. That is, one is called spherical coordinates, the other is called cylindrical coordinates. The two things which we require, that's all. And applications of triple integrals. This is how our plan will go. But see here, why we go in this question bank. Yesterday I have shared one, we are doing one question bank. In that question bank, all the questions are from double integral only. Here and there only a couple of problems, 2 to 3 problems are about single integral. They are very simple ones. Okay. But most of the problems here are involve functions of 2 variables. Then why should we go for 3 variables? That also we require. You have syllabus in the GATE examination. Vector integral calculus is also there. So far we have not touched that one. Okay, that comprises of 2 sessions. So see, in the vector differential calculus and integral calculus, our plan is that when you go for vector differential calculus I am saying, you have grad, divergence, curl. This is all about vector differentiation. See, in our calculus so far we talked about differentiation, and now we are going to conclude the integration part. Okay, multiple integrals we say. But when we shift to vectors, you have differentiation part is grad, divergence, curl. And that is how you have to plan. We have to plan our examination. Next, you have integration part in vector calculus. What is that? Line integral. That is one concept. Surface integral. That is another concept. And what we call is that volume integral. That is, there are 3 integrals there. I will tell at that time what are these: line integral, surface integral, volume integral. Then all these 6 ideas put together, we will come to something called, you have 2 important theorems, that is called Stokes theorem and Gauss divergence theorem. Gauss theorem simply I say. A special case of Stokes theorem is Green's theorem. This is the plan. All these parts are there in the GATE syllabus. Okay, a couple 3 to 4 problems may come. We will see that one. How many problems will come? We later, that is this is one important part actually. So our master plan here is that you have, then once we finish this one, the whole calculus part and linear algebra part we have finished it. That is almost 80% of 70 to 80% of the GATE syllabus. Okay, for most of the common branches I am talking. I am not talking about a particular branch here. So here again I am saying why I am going for triple integral. See, in this one only double integrals problems are there, but the triple integral problems are not there. They will come in vector integration. But see, yeah, right. See how we are: gradient, divergence, curl. That is about differentiation. Line integral, surface integral, volume integral. That is about integration. All these two things, that is the two arms are there here. These two are for these two arms, you have an application here. What is that? This is one arm that is called differentiation. This is another arm called integration. This is application. So that is Stokes theorem and Gauss divergence theorem, right? Then the question now is, here, this is what we are saying. This is vector integration. I say VI, vector integration. This is vector differentiation, VD in short we say. But here, see, this is a different idea. Double integral is one idea, triple integral is one idea. These are altogether different ideas. We bring those ideas to know what is line integral, what is surface integral, and what is volume integral. So we express line integral, surface integral, and volume integral in either double integral or triple integral. That is the idea here, and that is explained by using Stokes theorem and Gauss divergence theorem. Line integral is a different idea. Surface integral is a different idea. Volume integral is a different idea. But we express these things put together, this grad, divergence, and curl. We express all these things in terms of double and triple integrals. That is, so first we need to know what is double and how to evaluate double integrals and triple integrals, right? So when we confine to double integral, how many techniques are there? Changing the order, that is called iterated integration, and the second one is known as changing variables. So now I am coming to that question bank. Okay. So yesterday we have seen this problem, that is eighth problem. We have seen change the order of integration in the double integral that leads to, and what is q value we have found. Then I'll go a little simpler one, then we will come to this part. What is that? 9, problem 9 I will come. Okay, problem 9 we can come. Okay, how to problem 9 will come. But before that, we will see simple problems. 11th problem, we will see. What is that 11th problem? 11th problem. You're right. So our problem here is double integral. You have 0 to 3 is there. 0 to 3 and 0 to x is there. Then the integrand is 6 minus x minus y dx first, then followed by dy. That value he is asking. So when he is asking for that value, okay, when he is asking for that value, what I suggest you is that you draw the graph first. That is the region of integration you have to identify. So you have here x-axis, y-axis. Now see, with when I am you are putting x here, means you are doing with respect to y first. Okay, so y is equal to 0. Y is equal to 0 means what? This is the axis. Y is equal to 0. And to y is equal to x here. That is, y is equal to x here. Y is equal to 0 here. So y is equal to x means it is coming like this. This is the graph. Then, so you should understand that when x and 0 are here, it is understood that we are doing with respect to y first. Y is equal to x to y is equal to 0 to y is equal to x. Then these limits 0 and 3, they are for x is equal to 0 to x is equal to 3. So x is equal to 0. X is equal to 0 means this. X is equal to 0 means this. Here, this is the point. And x is equal to 3. Sorry, x is equal to 3. So 3 will be here. This is x is equal to 3. So where is the integration region here? The region of integration is, this is the region of integration. This is the triangle. Okay. So what is the question he is asking? Just value of that he is asking. So when he writes like that, see, that's why he wrote dx dy. We have to integrate first with respect to y and then with respect to x. That is the meaning here. So this is equal to first with respect to y. So I am writing right like this. Okay. 6 minus x minus y. Here I write y, then followed by x, and our y value here is 0 to y is equal to x, and x is equal to 0 to x is equal to 3. So this is x is equal to 0 to x is equal to 3. So you have 6y minus xy minus y square by 2, y is equal to 0, y is equal to x, and you have the whole, now with respect to x you have to do. So that is equal to, when you put 3 here, integral x is equal to 0 to 3, that is x is equal to, y is equal to x. So 6x x into y, x is, y is equal to x, again x square minus again y is equal to x square by 2. Now y is 0, so everything is 0 here. So you have dx here. So that is coming as, so this is equal to, x is equal to 0 to x is equal to 3, 6x minus 3x square by 2 dx. So this is 0 to 3. So we don't require that. Okay, directly 6x square by 2 minus 3x cube by 2 into 3 between the limits 0 and 3. So what is that? 2, 3, x cube by 3. 3x square minus 3. Okay, so this is equal to, this is equal to 3x square minus 3x square minus 1x is there. What happened to that? Right. Okay. 3x square minus x cube by 3. X cube by 3, you have 0 to 3. You have 0 to 3. X cube by 3, x cube by 2, 0 to x cube by 2. Right. So this is 27 minus 27 by 2. So you have 27 by 2. So this is 3.5. 13.5. A is the correct answer. Now go to 12th question. So I hope you have seen this. We'll go to 12th question. Portrait view. So this is how we have done this problem. Right. Now we go to the next problem. We'll go to the next problem. What is the next problem here? 0 to infinity, e power minus x square minus y square dx dy. Right. So here we need to evaluate 0 to infinity, e power minus x square. Let me see how he has given. E power minus x square, e power minus y square dx dy. This is what he has given. See, integral of e power minus x square dx. See, this can be easily done actually, provided if you have something like this. This is so okay, right? Now we will identify the region here. Identify the region. That is better first. Okay. Where is the region? The region is we have x-axis here, y-axis here. X varies from 0 to infinity. So from here towards right. Y varies from 0 to infinity, from here towards upwards. So our integrating region of integration, yesterday I told, that is very important word, terminology. So this is our region of integration, this first quadrant, that is our integration. Now if you want to integrate, he has given, now if you want to integrate with respect to x first, then what you have to do? One has to draw a strip parallel to x-axis. So if you draw a strip parallel to x-axis, then what is the limit here? X is 0 here. Here x there is no end, so 0 to infinity. And this strip we are moving from here to like this to cover all the first quadrant. So y varies from 0 to infinity. That is the meaning of this integral. But evaluating this integral is a very difficult one, because we cannot integrate e power minus x square directly dx. Okay, so here we go for changing the change of variable idea we are going. How we are going to change the variable idea? So suppose now we go for polar coordinates. So this is a plane region. So suppose I am here, its coordinates are xy. So if I say x is equal to r cos theta and y is equal to r sin theta, and we have seen yesterday, as a consequence of this, you have dx dy is equal to Jacobian into dr d theta, and that we have calculated the Jacobian as r dr d theta. This is very important one, r dr d theta. So if we remember this, this is one of the applications of Jacobian and the transformation. Transformation is here. Now, what is this r? That is the question. And what is theta? See that r and theta can easily be viewed. So first, r and theta can easily be viewed. How could they be viewed easily? Simply to this point, you join this line. So this length is r. And this positive angle, see, positive means I'm measuring like this. This is in the counterclockwise direction. This is theta. So x is r cos theta, y is r sin theta. Now see, our point can be anywhere in the first quadrant. Our point can be anywhere. Here it can be, here it can be, we don't know. So in such case, r value will be from 0 to infinity, and theta value will be, see, our theta from actually from where to where it will vary. Our theta will vary. See, from 0 to like this, it is going pi by 2, maximum 0 to pi by 2, because we are in the first quadrant. So theta value varies from 0 to pi by 2. So now this integral can easily be viewed by using this transformation as okay, right now we'll write integral 0 to infinity, you have, say, again 0 to infinity. First, with respect to x, you will take e power minus x square into e power minus y square is e power minus of x square plus y square. You have, say, first dx, then dy, a proper way of writing this. This now can be written as, see, dx dy is r dr d theta e power, what is x square plus y square here? X square plus y square here is, see, you can easily see, x square plus y square here is r square into cos square theta plus r square into sin square theta. So r square, that is the answer. So you have e power e power e power, okay, e power minus r square. That's all. So our r varies from, so if you want to do with respect to r varies from 0 to r is equal to infinity, and theta varies from 0 to pi by 2. So you can put like this. So now this is equal to, see, this you can easily do because r is there, that is the advantage. Now put r square is equal to t. So if you put r square is equal to t, r square is equal to t, then 2r dr is equal to dt. So we have r dr is equal to 1 by 2 dt. R dr is equal to 1 by 2 dt. So this now is equal to theta is equal to 0 to pi by 2 e power r square is minus t here. R dr is there. See, inside that r dr is there. R dr is 1 by 2 dt. So 1 by 2 I write here, dt here. Okay. Then this is, you have integral. So when r is 0, t is 0. When r is infinity, t is also infinity. So 0 to infinity e power minus t by 2. Then you have d theta. So that is what we have here. See here. So this is equal to, this half will come out, theta equal to 0 to pi by 2. So you have for e power minus t by minus 1, that is the integration from 0 to infinity t value, and it is d theta. So this is equal to, so this is equal to, you have e power minus infinity. If you put t as infinity, e power minus infinity is 0. Now e power 0 is 1. So minus 1 is there in the denominator. Minus into minus is plus. So what is left here? So this gets simplified to 1 by 2. Integral theta equal to 0 to pi by 2. You have only d theta here. You have only d theta here. So the integral is because e power minus t by minus 1 between 0 and infinity. If you evaluate, you will get 1. You will get 1 as the answer. So now this is equal to 1 by 2. You have theta here between 0 and pi by 2. So the answer is pi by 4. Answer is pi by 4. So that will be there here. Pi by 4 is the D is the answer here. 12th question. So this is change of variable problem. So again a polar coordinates came here. So this is a change of variable problem. Now we go for another one. This is linearly with x the value of the integral. See, this is a single integral problem, but how you will do this one? Can you tell how can we do this problem? Look at this problem 13. Do you have a hint here how to do that? Do you have an idea? He says the following picture shows a function y which varies linearly with x. The value of the integral I is equal to 1 to 2 y dx. See, this I have shown some slides. They are when I am presenting in the beginning. Yeah. In the slides, something. Oh, right. In the slides, I have what happened? Yeah, right. Oh, sure. Just a minute. he is giving this application of single integral. This is actually that comes under application of single integral. That's why I'm asking you, where is that application? This is application of derivative. Yeah, right. So this is area under the curve. Y is equal to, here there is an error, printing error is there. Actually, area of the, if you take area, if you take AX as the curve, then from A to B, integral AX dx gives the area under the curve y is equal to A of x between the x-axis and that curve, between the x-axis and that curve. That is the application here. So the, for the same problem, for this problem which I am talking about, that is application to this one, this problem. So what you need to work out here is that, okay, I'll come to the solution part. I'll come to the solution part. That solution part, just a minute. Okay. Right. I will come to the solution part. This here. Right. See, look here. You have, this is our graph. That is our graph. So that is a line. That line is passing through minus 1 0, minus 1 0 and 1 0. See here, this is minus 1 0. This point is 0 1. So what is the line joining minus 1 0 and 0 1? So that equation is y minus y1. You take y1 as 0. Okay, y minus 0 is equal to, okay, y1, y2 minus y1, that is 1 minus 0 by 0 minus of minus 1, 0 minus of minus 1 into x minus of minus 1. That is the line equation. So y is equal to, here 1 1. So we have x plus 1. That is the, y is equal to x plus 1 is the line equation. This line equation is y is equal to x plus 1. And he is asking, we got y now, and what is the integral value? Okay, y is equal to x plus 1 we got. Now what is the integral value we have to see. Okay. Right. Integral, the value of the integral from 1 to 2. So what we write here, I is equal to 1 to 2 y dx. Just now we found y is equal to x plus 1. 1 to 2 x plus 1 dx. That's all. So you have x square by 2 plus x. X is equal to 1 to x is equal to 2. Okay. So we have 1 by 2. I mean, if you put that 4 by 2, sorry, 4 by 2 plus 2.
Sir, y equal to x.
Hello. Yeah, again, please repeat.
How did you get y
Yeah,
equal to
that
x
is
plus
what
1?
I'm saying. Just a minute. See, are you able to see the graph? Is graph visible? Prakash? Hello? See,
Yes, sir, visible.
this
Yeah,
this
visible.
is a line. No, this is a line. See, this is a line. This line is passing through
Oh, okay, by line equation you got, sir, by line equation.
line equation.
Means y minus
Y minus y1 by x minus x1 equal to y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1.
okay, got it, sir.
Right. That's okay. So using that we are getting. So we simply get this one like what is that 2, right? So we have 1 by 2 minus 1 by 2 minus 1. That's all. You can simplify. So you have what we are getting 3 by 2. 3 by 2 plus 1. So we are getting 5 by 2, I think. It appears 5 by 2. I think maybe there in this one. Or 5 by 2 maybe there in this one. 5 by 2 means 2.5 is the answer. Okay, 2.5 is the answer. B is the answer. Now come to this. Actually, this is in this problem I would like to discuss in vector calculus, because I told you that the application it becomes easy. Anyway, it came here. I will simply tell how to do this one. You have P2Q x dx plus y dy. This is called a line integral. I at the beginning, yeah, right. That's what this book is a little organized one, but not that much. Okay, so see here what he's saying. We are in xy plane, he says, and p is 1 0 and q is 0 1. Okay, we are in xy plane, he says. So when we are in xy plane, so we have x-axis, y-axis, x-axis. One is 0 1 here, and another is 1 0 here. Right, he is joining these 2 points. He is joining these 2 points. So what are those points? 1 0 is P and 0 1 is Q. So this is P, this is Q. Fine. Now what he is asking? He is asking us to evaluate the line integral 2 into P2Q x dx plus y dy along this semicircle. Oh, very nice. Along this semicircle, I will explain this. He is not talking about the line. Okay. He is talking about the semicircle. Okay, semicircle. Okay, right. We have to erase this part. He is not talking about the line. He is talking about the semicircular part. This is the semicircular part. Because the radius is here 1. How we came into know the radius is 1? He says on one hand it is circle, so it is radius is 1. Here also it is 1, this distance. So radius is 1. So this equation becomes x square plus y square is equal to 1. So we are moving from P to Q. The orientation matters here. We are moving along this curve from P to Q. So now in that one, we want to evaluate what is that? PD x dx plus y dy. Okay, good. X dx plus y dy. So we want x dx plus y dy. We want P2 cube. Remember, we are moving along the circle. That's why it's see line and in Euclid's geometry, every plane curve is called a line, and a line is different. Straight line is a special case of line. So line means a curve. Straight line means it is straight line. That's all. So here he says line integral means it's a curve. Curve may be involved in that one. The curve is that as a part of the semicircle. So x dx here plus y dy. Because where are we actually? We are moving like here. See, I'll show you. You should get a feel of that. I'm moving like this, along this curve, like this. I'm moving like this. So I'm not deviating. I'm only on the curve. So on the curve, what is happening? On the curve, we have x is equal to cos theta, y is equal to sine theta. So x is equal to cos theta, y is equal to sine theta. X square plus y square is equal to sine square plus cos square theta. It is 1. So we are clear. This is called parametric representation of that curve. Cartesian representation is x square plus y square is equal to 1. On the other hand, parametric representation is x is equal to cos theta, y is equal to sine theta. But you should tell where is theta. Theta varies from 0 to pi by 2, because in the first quadrant, this angle, see here, this angle, maximum we can reach here. So 0 to pi by 2. Good. So here 0 less than or equal to theta less than or equal to pi by 2. This is the curve. This is called parametric representation of the curve. This is called Cartesian representation of the curve. When he says Cartesian representation, your x lies between 1, 0 and 1, and y lies between 0 and 1. All these things are required when we are dealing with the vector calculus. Okay, so right, fine. So now I'll see when one more thing. If your x is cos theta and y is sin theta, then what is dx? Dx is minus sin theta, dy is cos theta d theta. Dx is cos theta minus sin theta d theta. So we are writing such things here. We are writing such things here is equal to integral cos theta. Okay, I write d cos theta, but nothing wrong in writing like this, plus sin theta.
So this x dx and y dy equation how you got, sir?
X dx, what are you saying again? Again, please tell me what you are asking. Hello, Surya Prakash.
So x dx and y dy equation, sir.
X dx plus y dy, that is
Yes,
not
sir.
equation. That is called, it is not an equation actually. That is not equation actually, it is integrand, that's all. It is not equation. Equation comes, it is called a differential form actually. It's called a differential form. Equation means df is equal to 0. Then it is called equation. There is nothing like equation here. So x dx plus y dy is just, it is an integrand. The variables are x and y. Integrating variables are x and y. That's all. So right, so we put x is equal to cos theta, and so accordingly here d sin theta is coming here. Fine. And when you express everything in terms, see, you eliminated x and y. Now what is happening is that you eliminated x and y and by introducing the idea of theta here. So then your theta varies from 0 to pi by 2. That's all. That is the answer here. So here where is theta? How theta will come? So 0 to theta equal to 0 to pi by 2. Your cos theta is there. Cos theta. D cos theta is minus sin theta d theta. So sin theta I don't write this also. If you have good idea of calculus, see, I will tell you how simply I will write. See, cos theta d cos theta I will write. Okay, actually in the slides all these things are there. I am not discussing. Theta equal to 0, theta equal to pi by 2, sin theta d sin theta. Good. Now, can anyone tell what is integral of cos theta d cos theta? Integral of cos theta d cos theta is nothing but integral x dx. What is x dx integral? It is simply x square by 2. So in place of x you have cos theta here. So you have cos square theta by 2. That's all. That is the integral, and your theta is equal to 0 to theta is equal to pi by 2. That is the first integral. And the second integral sin theta d sin theta. So again x dx integral is x square by 2. So you have sin square theta by 2, and your theta is 0 to theta is equal to pi by 2. So cos pi by 2 is 0, and that is cos 0 is 1. So you have here minus 1 by 2. On the other hand, sin pi by 2 is plus 1 by 2. You are getting 0 here. The answer is 0 here. So B is the answer, for example. For 14, B is the answer. B is the answer, right? So this is called line integral. Actually, we got the idea of line. Here, line, I mean a circle. It can be a circle. If it is a straight line, it is called a straight line integral. That's all. Okay. So, right. Some triple integrals also they have given, but we don't want to cover that now. We will cover at the end. First, we will finish double integral problems. Where is this? Till where I came? Yeah, right. 14th problem we have done. Now come to 15th problem. Volume of the solid under the surface AZ is equal to x square plus y square, and whose base R is circle x square plus y square is equal to a square. Okay, that we can do it. It is there. Volume in terms of double integral we have to do. Okay, so you have this slide. Volume I will come at the end, because let me see first. Okay, I will come to this volume also, no issue. But let me come to the 16th problem will come. What is the 16th problem? Shaded triangular region P shown in the figure. What is double integral P xy dx dy? Can you do this one and give the answer? Can you try, please? Here, integral xy dx dy, or P is this one. So you need to, actually, we need to decide the, is this, I'm not able to see, right. We have to decide. So right, here I will do. So double integral xy dx dy. Double integral xy dx dy. I will change the color. You are not able to see that. Xy dx dy is equal to, we decide first with respect to x we will do, followed by with respect to y we will do. So with respect to x means a strip is drawn parallel to x axis. What is the x value here? X value here is 0. What is the x value here? The line, see, it is joining here, 2 is there, here 1 is there, please. So you need to calculate that line equation. Line equation joining, what is that points? 0, 1, and this is 2, 0. So the line equation is now y. If I take y x1 as 2 and y1 as 0, so y is equal to what it will be? Y2 minus y1, that is 1 minus 0 by x2 minus x1, the 0 minus 2, right, into x minus 2 adi, I mean x minus 2, yeah. So this is the one. So what is this? You have y is equal to, okay, minus half into x minus 2. Yeah, good. Minus half into x minus 2. So minus half into, I write here, somewhere else here. Y is equal, where can I write? Okay. I'll write here if it is possible. No, it is, y is equal to minus half into, okay, why should I write? It's cumbersome, it is becoming. Y is equal to minus half into x minus 2. That I need to remember. Y is equal to, okay, good. So I will close this. Okay, good. Right. Okay. This also will remove. So this is our equation. No. Right. Y is equal to minus half into x minus 2. That is the equation. Right. So here if I draw a line here x is 0. What is y x value here? If from this I calculate x value here, x value is, this is 2y, So 2y will be there minus. So x value is minus into minus is plus 1 minus, okay, 2y. 1 minus, see, please see here, this equation gets transformed to x is equal to 1 minus 2y. You can see this, x is equal to 1 minus 2y, because if this 2 goes to that side, 2y is equal to minus x plus 1. 2y is equal to minus x plus 1. So x is equal to 1 minus 2y. So what are the limits here? X is equal to 0 to x is equal to 1 minus 2y. 1 minus 2y. And then what is the value for y? So you are moving from here, the strip to till here. So y value is 1 there. So y is equal to 0 to y is equal to 1. So right now we got the answer. Right. So here, so this is equal to, so inside integral, with respect to x, we are doing x square y by 2 between x is equal to 0 to x is equal to, what did I say, 1 minus 2y. And then you have to integrate again between y is equal to 0 to y is equal to 1. And you have here dy. So this comes as, when we put 1 minus 2y, 1 minus 2y. So y is equal to 0 to y is equal to 1. 1 minus 2y. So I'll push this y outside. So 1 minus 2y whole square by 2. Oh, 2 also you can pull out. Then you have x as 0. So that's all, dy. So this is, you can further simplify, is equal to 1 by 2. Okay, you have 4y square there. I write 0 to 1. 4y cube. Next we have minus 4y. So minus 4y square. Next plus 1. Plus 1 means plus y dy. So this is 1 by 2. 4y power 4 cube. 4 by 3 into y cube plus y square by 2. And our y lies between 0 and 1. So what will be the answer here? The answer is half into 1 minus 4 by 3 plus 1 by 2. So what it is coming? 3 minus, so minus 1 by 3. Minus 1 by 3 means 3 minus, okay, 1 by 6. So 1 by 12. So we are getting 1 by 12. I hope the answer will be there. 1 by 12. 1 by 16 he is getting. So 1, 2 I missed, I think. 1 by 12 or 16. Because 6, 1 by 12 I am getting here somewhere. Okay, if my integration is right, please check here. So we came from here. This calculation is right because we have y is equal to minus 2 or minus half into x minus 2. That is correct. So you have 2. Okay, the wrong is good. I got. So the wrong is because 2 went to that side. Yeah, right. Okay. Simplification. I made a jump here. So here, okay. Here, it is 2. That is the secret. That's all. Okay. You can see that. So, right, good. That becomes 2 there. Okay. So actually here, this becomes 2 my x by x, I mean the curve becomes this is not 1. Okay, so that becomes y is equal to, oh not y, x, we are talking about x. X is equal to you have 2y 2 minus 2y. Yeah, this is right. So that is 2 into 1 minus 2. That's all. X is equal to 2 into 1 minus. So here this becomes x. Yeah, right, good. So x is equal to 2 minus 2y. That's all. Okay, we have here, good, 2 minus 2y. This I don't want. Okay, so what will be the integral here? You have xy here. We are doing with respect to x first, dx.
Sir, how did you get two into 1 minus 5, sir?
Yeah, right. That's a question you will ask. I know. Okay, I'll come to that. I have to show the picture, and that is what. Okay, I will explain here. Why? If I put transparency, I'm getting this board. I'm not able to see clearly. That's the problem. Visibility today is very less for me. Okay, yeah, I'll answer. Just wait. This visibility I'm not able to get. Okay. See, yeah. Today some problem is there with this board. Right. So this, see, look here, this graph. Okay, what are the points here? I'm talking about some points here. Those points are, yeah, right. This is now luckily working. So this is 2 comma 0. This is 0 comma 1. I need to find, see, our region is P. So when I draw a strip parallel to x-axis, what is x value here? That you have to see. Along this line, x value is always fixed. That is 0. X coordinate is 0. But along this line, x is not fixed. It corresponds to the value of y there. How x and y are related? By line joining that equation you have to get. So I say this is y1, this is x1, this is y2, this is x2. Line joining these 2 points will calculate. Y minus y1, so y minus 0 by x minus x1, that is 2, is equal to y2 minus y1. So 1 minus 0 by x2 minus x1, 2. So you have y here. If I go to this side, so I have minus 1 by 2 into x minus 2. So this implies 2y is equal to minus x plus 2. 2y is equal to minus x plus 2. Okay. So what is the meaning of that? I want to express x in, because here what is x value I want to determine. So here x is equal to 2 minus 2y. That is 2 into 1 minus y. Did you get, Surya Prakash? Is it clear?
Yes, I got it, sir.
Right. So where is this transparent? Okay, right. So this is the one we are getting. Where are we? Yeah. So here that, and so we can take 4 as the common. That is the thing. So you will get 4 also here. 4y. So 4 will come out. 4 will come out. Once 4 will come out, okay. Once 4 will come out, I don't want this one. Will So once 4 will come out, you'll get 2 here, 0 to 1. You have y cube minus y square plus y dy. Okay, so this is equal to 2 into 1 minus 1 plus something is still, oh, I have to integrate. No, I have to integrate. Right. So this is y power 4 by 4. Yeah, right. Y cube by 3 plus y square by 2. So you have 12 here. So what is this? You have 12 as the, so 12 will come here, and 12, 3 minus, because 0 1 are there here, 3 minus 12, 4 plus again 6, 5 by 5, 10 by 12 is coming. 10 by 12 means, so some 10 by 12 means 5 by 6, but this is not there. 5 by 6 option is not, 1 by 6 is getting. So maybe our again here 1 by 6, how can I get 5 by 6 I'm getting. Why I'm 1 by 6?
Sir, even I'm getting 5 by 6, sir.
Yeah, that is what I'm saying. I jumped in between, but my steps are correct, what I feel. Because, okay, that is an error. You don't worry, but the logic is correct, no? You understood the logic, that is important for me.
Yes, sir.
So, right. Good. Next, the length of the curve. Yeah, so they are asking.
In that question, I think we need to find P, no, sir?
This one.
Yeah.
Which
P.
no, he didn't ask you to. Already P is given. That C, I'll tell you. You have, I think you have listened to my first thing. I mean, I will show that one. Just a minute, I will show. The notations I explained in yesterday's class, I think. Right, it is here. See, when I'm talking about this, somewhere else I explain. Notions. This is important for me. You need to see, find the some what I call the key terms of the process. Here, the key terms of the process are integrand, that is a two variables, region of integration. I told you, very important thing. So that region of integration matters. So region of integration here, what he is doing is that, okay, region of integration is P here. We don't want to determine P. Already he has given P, but you have to write the boundaries. Boundaries equations, if you write, then you can write the limits clearly. That is the meaning here. So he asked us to evaluate the integral. That's all. Okay. Can I proceed?
Yes, sir. You can proceed.
So 17th one, again you, because I want to go to applications here. That's why applications, let me finish this part. That is why the changing the order and change of variables I will finish first. Then I will come to all these things. Okay, so the value of the integral, this is also simple, it appears. Okay, I'll here is the slide. Yeah. So, right. So here, what is my blackboard, right? So So here our integral is this we're not able to see. Yeah. So integral 0 to 2, 0 to x e power x plus y dy dx. Right. See, while giving the question also, they have to be very careful. If they give like this, then see, he has given limits and now you have to find the region and then see, in place of this, I will tell you what, if they give dx dy, how you will do? Even if they give dy dx or dx dy, that doesn't matter here because the limits are expressed in terms of x here. So here y is equal to 0, it is understood, y is equal to x, x is understood here, x is equal to 0 is there, x is equal to 2 is there. So first we are doing with respect to y, then followed by x. That is the thing I would like to convey to you. You have to understand like that. So this is equal to, you have e power x plus y, you have dy here, y is equal to 0 to y is equal to x, x is equal to 0 to x is equal to 1. Then this is called iteration. First with respect to y we are iterating, then x. Iterative loops, you know that same idea here. So right, while writing algorithms. So this is equal to 0 to 1. Here e power x plus y is e power x plus y with respect to, we are doing y, so y is equal to 0, y is equal to x dx. So this is further equal to, you have x is equal to 0 to x is equal to 1. If you put this is e power 2x minus e power x dx. So this is equal to e power 2x by 2 minus e power x, and you have between 0 and 1. So you are getting e square by 2 minus e minus half. If you put 0, half minus 1, e power 0 is 1. So we have minus half. So we have e
Sir,
square.
I think can you check the limits of x, sir, once again in the question?
Okay. What did I write? X is equal to 0. I wrote wrong.
Can you check in the
Oh,
question?
2.
Limits
Okay.
to
Yeah, right. You have 2. Sorry, right. It is 2. X is equal to 2, right. So x is 2. What does that anyway make? That doesn't make any much difference. Something. Okay, I'll put 2 here. If I put 2 here, right. So you have e power 4 is coming, but here e power 4 is not there in the answer. Let me see. Okay, e power 4 is coming here. E power 4. So e power 4 means here 4. E power 4 by 2. It's right. Here e square. Okay, here e square is also there. Here e square. Right. Okay. Then if I put the 0 for that 0, no problem. 1 by 2 minus 1. Right, good. So what we are getting? E square into, okay, good. Right. E square. E square minus, e square by 2 minus 1. Here you have one more minus half plus half. Then how can this be simplified? So, okay, good. So this is e square. I will pull out 2 half here. E square My e power 4, I mean. E power 4 minus 2e square. Again, if I pull that 2 here plus 1. Okay, that's why he is writing e square minus 1 whole square by 2. Right. B is the answer. 23B. 23B. Right. 23B is the answer. Okay.
Sir, can you show the first step, sir? Just
Here in this problem,
yes, sir.
where is the first step?
The integration of first.
See?
A little down you go, sir.
Is it okay? Or I will do a portrait view. I'll bring.
No, it's okay, sir. It's okay.
See?
E power.
Are you able to see that? I'm not able to see.
Yeah, I can see, sir.
In my screen, it is not coming. That is why I'm seeing. Where is this? Okay, I have to pin some other thing. Okay. Let me see. I have to pin the. Yeah, I'm okay, right. So, are you able to see now?
Yes, sir. I'm able to see.
Where is wrong?
No, I'm just checking once, sir. Sir, can you teach this step again, sir? The third step, e power 2x minus e power x.
Right.
Okay, sir.
How I got?
Yes, sir. That step.
In that step, see, I will show some other different thing if I use. Okay. See, this y place, you have to put x. This x. So then it becomes e power 2x. Then minus of, again you have to put this 0. X plus 0 is x. So e power 2x minus e power x.
How did you integrate, sir? That e power x plus y?
E power x plus y is, see, e power x plus y is e power y into e power x, no? You can do like that also. Okay, I got your point. Right. Okay. I'll come. Just, I'll write here. Wait. I'll ask you, what is integral of e power x plus a dx? What is the answer? What you will write, Q? I will tell you, see, there is a way of doing this. There are many ways. You write like this. Okay. Then pull out this e power a, e power x dx. Then you write e power a into e power x. So it is e power x plus a. That is one way. Are you listening to me?
Yes, sir.
Now see, what I will do is that I don't follow that path. Why should I? Because we have all change of variable, changing the order, all those tricks are there with us. So what I play a trick, see, if you understand this trick, that is very good. Actually, in my slides, it will be there. I am not, that's why drawing all those traits here. Okay, just a minute. What I will do now, see, from here, I will directly come to here like this. See, integral e power x plus a dx plus a, right? What is dx plus a? Dx plus dA. Dx is dx, d of a constant is 0. That is why this d of x plus a is dx. Now see, if I take, we'll use some different trick. Okay, if I take this x plus y as y and this as y, e power y dy is, it is e power y. Nothing but e power x plus a. That is the trick I am playing here. I am taking here this x plus y. Y is like a constant for me because I'm sorry, here x is constant for me. X is, yeah, x is constant for me. So x is constant for me. That's why e power x plus y will come again, integrate. Then in place of y, I'm putting that constant as x because the upper limit is y is equal to x here. The upper limit is y is equal to x. The lower limit is y is equal to 0. Integrating variable is y there. See, integrating variable is y there here. So here this is variable, this is variable, this is constant. That is constant. Is it clear? Still not clear.
Little bit.
Not clear. See, you have to get clear because this hardly 3 marks or 2 marks question. It takes time, definitely. I'll tell you. Just okay. Wait. I'll explain that part. Because when we move to integral calculus, all these things I will directly write. That's the problem. We have to tune here itself. See, here you have integral e power x plus y. First y, don't worry about the limits. We will talk about limits later, dx. Then see, here when I am doing with respect to y, x is constant. So y plus a, integral of e power y plus a is integral y plus a. That's what I told you here. See here, instead of x, if you take y, e power x plus a, dx is same as e power x plus a. See here, it is there here, e power x plus a. So in place of x, we have y there, and in place of a, you have x there. Or if you are very, okay, I will do one thing. I'll do one thing. Integral.
Sir, I got it, sir. I got it. Like you're taking for differentiating with respect to y, you're taking x as constant. Sir.
Right, that's all.
Yeah, I got it, sir.
Okay, fine. Is it clear now?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I got it.
So that is why. Where are we? Okay. We are here. Yeah, e square minus 1 whole square by 2. That is the answer. Okay, right. I do one thing. Can you give the answer for this? I'll just you try and tell me first. This 24th question. You try and tell me. Just I will take water and come. Meanwhile, you identify the region. See, this is called a line integral. When I will give an idea here first for okay. Right. What is that region? I will tell you. Region is okay. So it is a x square plus y square equal to 1 by 4, he says. So x square plus y square is equal to 1 by 4 means x square plus y square is equal to 1 by 2 whole square. Radius is half here. So circle is you have this circle. This is half 0. This is 0 half. Minus half 0. 0, 0. So you are just moving like this. This is a curve. Okay. You are moving like this. And then you are trying to evaluate this integral. What is that integral? y dx minus x dy. Y dx minus x dy. This you are in y dx minus x dy. So same thing, because you are in a circle. Now see, x is equal to r cos theta. R is half here. So x is equal to it, because earlier it is unit circle, you took cos theta. Here you have to take x is equal to half cos theta. Y is equal to half sin theta. R cos theta, R sin. So dx is, now you use this technique. You put y here and x here and then dx dy and try to evaluate. Now see, where is theta? Where theta is a full circle. That's why full circle means they will put that it is closed curve. It is closed curve. Whenever it is a closed curve, they put this circle here. Okay, that is for you. It is also known as circulation. If you are in mechanical engineering, you will get that idea, circulation of something fluid around the curve, closed curve. That you may talk. Circulation of the electric field also you can talk about. So anyway, so now you try this one. I'll just come in 2 minutes. You try this problem. So are you able to get the answer?
Sir, I got minus pi by 2.
Minus pi by 2. Okay. Check it. What is this? What is this number? 24. 24 minus pi by 2. 24. See, right. So you got now. Right. Fine. Good. So we will go ahead with Okay, I have left. How this yesterday we have done, I think. This 20th problem have we done yesterday? This is an application actually. You simply need to double integral dx dy. This I have done, I think, yesterday. No issue. You see this. This I want. 19th problem. 19th problem. Okay. 19th problem. Y square is equal to 4x. X square equal to 4y. So I need to recall where is this application in this slide. Right. No, not this. What is this? Why empty? Yeah, right. Double integral I want. Yes, it is here. Just a minute. Slow, little slow here. Right. Geometric application. Area A of D is equal to double integral dx dy over D. So here our D is one is there are two curves. Y is equal to 4x square is one curve. Y is equal to 4x square is one curve. X is equal to 4y square is another curve. So the region we want to know now. The region. So if you want to know the region, we have like this. Okay. Right. So here, first, what is that curve? When I say y is equal to 4x square, see there are y is always positive. So it will be like this. Y is always positive. Okay. So we call this one y is equal to 4x square. Now you have x is equal to 4y square. X is equal to 4y square. So if you take x is equal to 4y square, x is always positive. So when x is always positive, our graph will be x is positive means in this direction. It will be like this. So x is equal to 4y square. This is. So where is our region of integration now? Our region of integration now is this. This is our region of integration, P, I call it. But there are 2 points. One is origin. Here it is clear 0, 0. And what is this point we need to know? Because unless we know this, you cannot start integration process. So the required area, he is talking about the area of P there. So area of that P is, according to that slide, just take P dx dy. This is the answer. So, but what is this other point? In order to know the other point, we have y equal to 4x square, x equal to 4y square. Okay. So y is equal to 4x square, x is equal to 4y square. So what is coming here? Y is equal to 4 into, okay, 4y square whole square. So that is 164 y power 4. Y power 4. So this is y power 4.
Sir, how did you get
No,
164?
just. Oh, 32. Sorry. It is 32, I think. 30, is it 32? Ah, yes, 32.
It's 64, no, sir. You
Ah,
got
yes,
wrong.
64.
So
Ah,
it's a
right,
16
right.
into 4, sir.
64, right. 64, sorry. 64, that is. Right, sorry. 64. So that means here itself will write 64y cube minus 1 into y is equal to 0. So what are the possibilities of y? Now the possibilities for y is either 0 or y cube is equal to 1 by 64. Y is 0 or y cube is equal to 64. So y is 0, y is 0. Another one is y cube is equal to 1 by 64. So that is y is 0, comma 64 means 1 by 4. That's all. So if y is 1 by 4, what is x? So see here, if you have two choices for y. So y is 0 is one choice, y is 1 by 4 is another choice. So y is equal to 0 means x is equal to 0 because we are looking at these two equations. Where right. Y is 0, automatically x is 0. And if y is 1 by 4, x becomes, x square becomes, if y is 1 by 4, then x square becomes, what can we do? If y is 1 by 4, 1 by 16, x is equal to, right, good, good.
X will be 1 by
Here,
4. X will be 1 by 4.
1 by
Right.
4 only, 1 by 4. Okay, right, only 1 by 4. So 1 by 4, x is 1 by 4. So what happens is, see here, you will get, if you take this thing, you will get 1 by 4. Okay, y is 1. But if you take this one, you have x square is equal to 1 by 16. Then x is equal to plus or minus 1 by 4. You have to reject minus 1 by 4 because x is always positive according to this equation. Okay, that is why x is always 1 by 4 in this scenario. So, right. So, here where is our picture? Yeah, it is 1 by 4, 1 by 4. Now, draw a strip parallel to x-axis. What is x value here? You tell me what is x value here. So x, this is the curve. This is the curve. This curve is x is equal to 4y square. So here x is 4y square. This c, this one. And what is the value here of x? Here x is, x square is y by 4. X is equal to plus or minus square root of y by 4. That is square root of y by 2. Plus or minus, because here we are in this region, x is positive, so x is root y by 2.
It will be plus positive, sir.
Root y by 2. So 4y square to root y by 2. 4y square to root y by 2. Where did I write that? 4y square to root y by 2. Okay. 4y square to root y by 2. Here we are writing dx followed by dy. You have dy here. Okay. Here x values you are writing. And what is y values here? Y values just now we have calculated. Here y is here
From
0. Y
0
is
to 1 by
0 to 1 by 4, right?
yes,
0
sir.
to 1. 0 to 1 by 4. So can you compute and give the answer? Quick.
Yes, sir.
So root y by 2 minus y cube, 4y cube by 3. So again you have y4 by 3. Okay, anyway you calculate. The answer you should get is, where is this? Somewhere is 19th question. Yeah. You have to get 16 by 3. Question mark.
Sir, I'm getting 3 by 16, sir.
3 by 16 you are getting.
No, just a second, sir.
You have inner integral as root y by 2 minus 4y square. So you'll get y power 3 by 2 by uh, 3 will come. Y power 3 by 2 by 3 will come here, I think. Because y power half plus 1, y power 3 by 2. So that, right, that is okay. Now you have 4y square. 4y square means 4y cube by 4y square means 4y cube by 3. 4y cube by 3. Yes. So 4y cube by 3. Zero 5 by 4. 0 1 by 4. So if I put 1 by 4 here, so 1 by 3 I can pull out. I have 1 by 4 whole power 3 by 2 minus 4 into 1 by 4 whole cube. Yeah. Okay. So this is 3 by 2, 1 by 2 whole square, that is. So this is equal to 1 by 3, 1 by 2 whole cube is coming here. Minus, so 1 4 will go, so 1 by 16 is coming here. So when it comes 8, so it is 1 by 8 to 1 by 16. 1 by 8, I am getting totally wrong. Where
No, sir,
is
I
wrong?
got same like this only, sir.
Which one? What I wrote is you are getting?
Yeah,
Huh?
I'm getting like that only, sir.
Then he may be wrong. See, because you have 1 by 16, you have to get uh,
1 by 3
1 by
into.
48.
Yeah, sir.
1 by 48 you have to get. That's right. That's right. No issue. That's right. No issue. Okay. We will wind up by looking at one problem I left. I will look at that and we will close. Now you give an idea for this. By a change of variable x of u, this is ninth question I am talking about. Okay. Good. This is a nice question. I have to see this. Here there is, you tell me now. Then phi uv is he is telling. If x of uv is uv and y of uv is v by u, there is an error here. There is a printing mistake. I will tell you in this how to tell, how to show that, to enlarge this. Okay. Right. See, this is uv. There is no comma in this. Okay. So f of x comma y. Your x is okay uv. That is what he says. X is equal to uv. And your y is v by u. Good. We got that now. Okay, fine. Then you can easily get this. First, I'll come. Where is this? Where it has gone? Yeah. Oh, okay. So, right, what he is asking for? We'll try to attempt now. So, in double integral, the integral f of xy changes to f of uv comma v by u is equal to phi of u comma v. Then phi of u comma v is. Okay, good. Can you tell this? Can you tell this? Phi of uv is. How can we tell this?
Should we solve using the determinant?
If you I will tell you, just wait. Uh, Determinant, if you calculate Jacobian, you mean, right? What is Jacobian? What you are getting Jacobian as what? That is xu is v. I will tell what is. Okay, right here. Okay, here x is uv, y is v by u. So dou xy, dou uv. What is that? That is xu v xv u yu is minus 1. Oh, u per minus 1, right? Minus v by u square, and here v is 1 by u. Okay, what is this determinant? This determinant is just wait for a while. V by u plus v by u. Oh, good. So that is coming as 2 into v by u. Okay, 2 into v by u. The determinant is coming as 2 into v by u. From this, what can we conclude? What can we conclude? Jacobian is, only thing I can tell you is dx dy is 2 e by u into. Okay, no problem. So Jacobian is coming as 2y. That is the 2y. That is coming as 2y. V by u is y, no? That is y. So it is coming as 2y. 2y. What is his question? Let me see again. He wants f to be equal to phi of ub, but what is phi of uv he is saying. So
Sir, we can compare to option A, no, sir. 2 into v by u. We got that same answer.
no, that is Jacobian, no. This is function he is telling.
Oh, okay, sir.
That is Jacob. I think there is a mistake. If he writes that as A as the answer, he is asking for Jacobian. 9. Okay, we'll see. 9th question. 9b he says. What is B here? 9b. He says 2 into uv. YU is 2 into UV. How 2 into UV? That way. Just let me see. Because no integration is involved in this. Or can I bring integration? Let's look at my slides. Okay, look at my slides. Just a minute, I lost connection. What? Yeah, yes. So we are getting 2y here. Okay, we will see that one slide. Let me see if I am able to get in slides the answer, then I am done. Okay, where is that slide? I have to see. That slides, where did I kept? No, not here. Microsoft. Today's. What is this? Right. Slide 29. Okay, good. So let me see if I am able to find. Otherwise, in the next class, I will tell you. So Jacobians, when it comes to Jacobians, I think we cannot find directly that answer. Are we able to get a relation? No, there is no chance here. You cannot get the relation between phi and to the best of my knowledge. So the best way is, okay, how they are independent. 2y is not equal, they are independent. There is no relation between u and v. Okay, we will see tomorrow, then I will check, Vinay.
Okay, sir.
All right.
Thank you.
Okay. All right.